Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Share My World. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all doing great today. Um, I kept promising you guys that I would talk about my current story that I am writing on. So I guess I might as well do that today. The story that I am currently writing on is called Alter. And if you guys are familiar with that word, you can pretty much put it together with the other word ego, which you put it together, alter ego. But anywho, it's called Alter. I got my inspiration for this story by the Resident Evil movies because I'm a big fan of Mila Jovovich in those movies. I'm just a big fan of her, period. But I decided to write my first sci-fi book. It's coming along. It's a little strenuous because I guess when you write a sci-fi movie or book, it's a little bit more complicated than you expect. It's not like a crime book or a kid's book or one of those little preteen books where it's pretty easy to do. A sci-fi takes a lot of work. I've written a lot of other books, but this one is probably going to be my most worked on book. I don't know how many chapters it's going to be. Normally my books that I write is normally like 12, 13, 14 chapters. Alter is probably going to be 20 at the latest. I don't know. It all depends how my creative mind works as far as trying to figure out what all will happen. But I guess I might as well give you a good portion of what this is about. Alter starts off with a girl named Danica, who was played by me. Yes, I do plan on turning this book into a movie one day. I really do want to turn it into a movie. Hey, if Tyler Perry can make plays and turn his plays into movies, then I can too. It's going to take a lot of work and some time, but I really hope and pray to God that I can get it. I really do. That's why I'm trying to make sure this is the best one that I've ever written. So, like I said, Danica Winters, played by me, moi, has just gotten out of 6 months of alcohol rehab. She's a recovering alcoholic. All she did was drink. Whatever was going on in her life, no matter how stressful it was, she turned to the bottle. And that's not good because she winds up getting drunk, getting behind the wheel of a car, and crashing it into a pole. She didn't kill anyone, she just crashed into a pole. But she did wind up getting in trouble, and the judge gave her a choice whether to go to rehab or spend time in jail. And of course, she decided the smart decision was to spend 6 months in a rehab for her problem. Even though she was in denial about her drinking, but she did manage to get through it. So after she gets out of rehab, her sister Sharon Winters, played by my girl Shauna Woods. Yes, I do use my friends and family in these movies that I do. So, yeah. She plays, like I said, she plays Sharon Winters. She'll play my sister, my little sister. Sharon comes to pick up Danica to take her home. And the only home that Danica is familiar with is her mother, Jill, played by, what's her name? Victoria Rowell. She plays Drusilla in Young and the Restless. Well, not anymore. Her character got killed off, so that kind of sucks. But if y'all know what Young and the Restless is, you know what I'm talking about. But she's going to portray our mother. Apparently, her mother and her doesn't get along very well. She's always favored Sharon more than she favored Danica for all the wrong reasons, obviously. I guess Sharon can never do no wrong, and Danica pretty much was just like the black sheep, the rebel, whatever you want to call it, who caused more of the trouble. So Sharon was like, no, you're not going to go live with Mom. So Danica's like, well, where am I going to live at? I don't have a home then. Whatever, what's up? So Sharon surprises her with an apartment that their father helped them get, which their father is Eric Winters. I forgot who's supposed to be portraying the father, but he used to play in the Cosby Show. He played one of Theo's friends, actually. I'll find his name out, and I'll let you guys know in another video. So, anywho, they come to this, nice little apartment. It's really cute. It's a 2-bedroom. It's a really cute place. And as they go inside, they realize that there's two other people that's in the apartment, which is their boyfriends. Danica's boyfriend, Damon Williams, played by my hubby, D'Angelo Burgess, of course. And, of course, Sharon's boyfriend, Trevor Williams, played by my boy, my brother, Terrence Woods. So, Trevor and Danica are very, very close. They have a brother-sister relationship. Like, no matter what happened, he was always there for her, never judged her, any of that. Damon, on the other hand, has his suspicions, thinking that there's something more between the two than what meets the eye, which it isn't. They're just friends. They're brother and sister. Not blood, but they're brother and sister. So they're having this little welcome back home party, basically, you know, just to let Danica know we're happy that you stood out the 6 months in rehab to get yourself together. So we're throwing you up, you know, congratulations type party, more of a, so also a welcome home party. So as they're getting all happy and everything, whatever, having a good time, the doorbell rings, and guess who it is? It is Jill, the mother. So she comes in and she's pretty much talking all this crap about Danica falling off the wagon and not going to be able to resist picking up a bottle and drinking. And Danica slaps the living crap out of her and says, go to hell, get the fuck out of here, I don't need you, what the hell, what's up? Jill leaves, still running her mouth. So Danica is pretty much like, I don't understand her, like, what the hell, she can't congratulate me for once, like, why she always got to put me down? So she's upset. So Sharon, Damon, and Trevor are like, okay, we just threw this party for her, and for my mother to come over here and ruin it, like, what the hell? So Damon and Trevor are trying to figure out, like, well, you know what, I don't think we should let that broad freaking ruin what we had planned. I think we should just continue on. And then Damon is like, you know what, who asked you? So all of a sudden, you know, Damon and Trevor start fighting. They're brothers. Go figure, they're going to fight. But when they fight, it's like a wrestling event. Only thing that's missing is tables, ladders, and chairs. I guess you could say, and sledgehammers and whatever else you can get your hands on in a wrestling match. Apparently it's not making Danica happy because she suffers a panic attack, which requires her to take pills to calm her down. So she pretty much goes in the room, she goes to sleep, and the three friends try to figure out, well, since we can't throw her a simple party without worrying about Jill making an appearance, maybe we should just all go on vacation, which they do. They decide to go to Florida, is what it is. So Danica and Trevor have a heart-to-heart, and she recalls some memories that they had when she was intoxicated and when her mother was beating the living crap out of her because of her drinking. And, you know, he was like, well, you know what? What's done is done. It's over. You know, we're not going to live in the past. We're going to focus on the future. So I think we should all just go to Florida. Okay, I really don't think your mother is going to have that much energy and gas money to go traveling all the way to freaking Florida to bother you. I mean, if she does something like that, she's stupid. She's desperate. So they all wind up going to Florida. And Danica thinks this is a great time to bond with her sister and have that sisterhood back, and her and her boyfriend, who's been on and off, who she really hasn't talked to in rehab. But she's been talking to Trevor. Like I said, they're really good best friends, and they're like a brother and sister relationship is what it is. But things obviously do not go as planned, I guess you can say. They don't go as planned. There is a party going on that they all want to go to, but Danica doesn't want to go because it's nothing but alcohol that's there. And Trevor's like, oh, come on, you know, you don't have to drink anything that has alcohol in it. You know, you can drink sparkling water, you can drink, you know, juice or pop. I don't think any of those will trigger you to drink. So they all wind up going to the party, you know, to have some fun. And Trevor all of a sudden is not feeling very well. So he's like, okay, you know what, I'm going home. I'm going back to the house because I just can't, I'm not feeling too hot. Danica was going to go, but he was telling her, no, I don't want you to stop having fun because of me. Just go ahead and be with Damon and Sharon. So he goes back to the house, and he's just getting worse and worse and worse to the point where he blacks out. And he just disappears, I guess you can say. So Damon, Sharon, and Danica come back to the condo, and they realize that the door is open. It's like, well, Trevor's not irresponsible like that. He's not going to sit over here, come in the house, and then not shut the door. And they look all around the place, the condo, and they can't find him. He's missing. So Danica starts thinking the worst. She's thinking that maybe he got kidnapped or someone, robbed him or something. Something happened to him. He's not going to sit over here and just leave the door freaking open. Sharon and Damon on the other hand are like, come on, Danica, he's fine. He probably went to a bar. He probably went out walking and fell asleep on the beach. It's really nice weather out here. Maybe that's what happened. And Danica's like, Trevor is your boyfriend. I would think you would be a little bit more freaked out about him being missing than me. And Sharon's looking like, what the hell? Why are you making such a big deal about something that's not a big deal? And Damon is like, you seem like you care more about him being missing than me. Like, what the hell? I'm here. And then, Danica's like, you do realize that you and Trevor are brothers. And if you don't come back with him, his mother is going to freak. And she's going to blame you, of all people, if something happens to him. Go figure. So Trevor's pretty much been missing for 2 days. We're still looking for him. We can't find him nowhere. So day 3, we come back, ironically, from trying to find him. And guess where he is? He's sitting on the couch watching television. And Danica and Damon and Sharon are all in shock. So Trevor's just like, hi. What's up? And we're all looking like, you've been missing for 2 days, and now that you're here, all you can say is, what's up? And Trevor is pretty much like, okay, I don't know why you getting all sassy at the mouth. It's quite clear that you really don't give a two craps about me, so don't sit over here and getting all sassy mouth at me. And Sharon is just looking like, Trevor has never been so mean to me like that. Like, that's strange or whatever. So Damon tells the sisters, why don't y'all go outside for a while? I need to talk to him. So the sisters go outside, so Damon and Trevor are in the house. So Damon is like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? You were missing for 2 days. You had us freaking worried about you, man. Like, where did you go? And Trevor is pretty much like, I went out. I want to be alone. Is that a problem? So he's pretty much pouring them some juice or whatever, and Damon is like, I don't believe you, man. Like, seriously, you had everyone just worried. We was freaking about to go to the doggone police in a minute if we couldn't find you. So Trevor's like, dude, don't sit over here and act like you care about anything about me. Just seriously, stop with the phoniness here. So then all of a sudden, Damon starts to not feel good. And Trevor is like, what's wrong, bro? You don't look too hot. Maybe you need to, lay down. And suddenly Damon is out. Now, like, is there a sickness going around? Who knows? Just never know. So Sharon and Danica are outside trying to pretty much figure out, like, well, I don't understand why he's acting like that. And, Danica's like, you don't understand? You're sitting over here acting like you don't care about him being missing. That's your boyfriend. If something happened to Damon like that, you don't think I would freak out too? Like, seriously, be for real. So later on that night, Sharon wakes up and realizes that Trevor is up. So she tries to mend things between the two and apologize for being such a snot. This is my friend we're talking about here. She's not a bitch. She's a sweetheart. So, anywho. And she winds up, like I said, making amends with him or whatever. And he, fixes them, a glass of wine. And get this, people, and all of a sudden she's not feeling good. So you probably are wondering, why all of a sudden they're not feeling good and then 1 minute they're just gone? Yeah, so now Sharon is just acting weird now, as well as Damon. They're all three of them acting weird, and Danica is like, something's just not right, like, what's going on? So they all wind up going to a water park out there in Orlando, Florida. I think it's a Typhoon Lagoon, because I had went there one time when I was a child. I went to Typhoon Lagoon. I still remember that water park. It was actually fun. So they all go to Typhoon Lagoon, to the water park, to have some fun. And Danica and Damon wind up talking. And Damon pretty much is like, you know, the whole time you were in rehab, you never called me or, you know, wrote to me or anything. It was always Trevor. Like, what the hell is that all about? And Danica's like, oh my gosh, are we really going to go down the road with this? Me and Trevor have nothing going on. For you to even think that we have some type of sexual relationship is disgusting. He's my brother. I look up to him as a brother. You clearly see I don't have any. I have a sister, but I don't have a brother. He's been there for me. He never judged me. He helped me out when my mother was beating my tail. And where were you? Hanging out with your boys? Avoiding me? The only time when you associated yourself with me was when I was sober. Which I don't know how many times that, you know, she was sober. So Damon's like, well, you know what? Yeah, I seriously doubt, you know, whatever, that the two of us will actually have any type of relationship, because I got to sit over here and worry about you running to my brother rather than you running to me. So Danica at this point in time is just hurt. She's very, really hurt. So she goes to the car and she calls her other friend, Ava Carter, played by JoJo Ottoman. If you guys don't know who that is, she is from NXT, and she was on season 1 of Total Divas. She's the girl with the curly hair. She's really pretty. So she calls her and lets her know, okay, you know what, when we get back from, when we come back to Chicago, I'm going to talk to my dad and I'm going to get my own place, because I don't know what the hell is going on with Sharon or Damon or Trevor, but I really just need my own place right now. So when I get back, yeah, I'm going to need my own place. And Ava understands. So after Danica gets off the phone, someone from behind her strangles her in the seat, because she's sitting in the front of the car, and someone behind her took something and started strangling her from the back. So she's blacked out. And I'm going to leave it at that. It's very, very intense, doesn't it? Don't you think? So, yeah. So that's so far what I have. I actually have a little bit more, but I don't want to spoil the rest of it, actually. If you do want me to actually read it. I'm actually going to be a guest on my brother Terrence's Fun Fact Show today, and I will be reading chapter 1 and 2 of my story. And hopefully I'll be getting the rest of my story back, and hopefully I'll be able to just read you it myself. But for my fans, yes, I will definitely make sure that I get it back and read it to you all. But yes, today I will be guest starring on the Fun Fact Show with my boy Terrence Wood, so we're going to definitely make this a fun video, and it's going to be hilarious. So until then, I hope you all have a great day, and be classy, not trashy, and stay tuned for another episode of Share My World. What will I talk about? You never know. In my world, anything can happen, anything's possible. And as far as I'm concerned, I love it like that. So, thank you for watching me. And until then, take care.